Kaulayim lala hai now Yahweh Bashimi Hawashah Hamashiach Wamalakia Bahashim Harawat Wakakurash Barakathum, the water Baba Bawa Kwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine, the city Shalom. Um, Today I'm using a different laptop. So if y'all see anything or the video's not coming through or the audio is not um right or y'all can't hear, you put it in the comments for me. I tested it. Everything seems like it was all right, but you know how YouTube get down. And then this is a new Zoom upgrade, so I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I did a couple of test videos. Everything was cool. So without further ado, I got a couple of videos, and it's basically showing domestic terrorism resulting from Edomite fragility. And these are cops. This is always the situation with these cops. But the thing is, we're not going to suffer domestic terrorism from these Edomites in the kingdom. We're going to get on their ass because what they're doing has nothing to do with law enforcement. It has everything to do with their fragility. And they have to act on it because these are emotional creatures. These are not men. These are very emotional creatures with the power to kill. So let's get into some of these atrocities created by these domestic terrorists with badges. But first, let's get a copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, and scholarship and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance and fair use. Let's go ahead and grab the videos. Which one is it? It's this one. Okay, now let me see if I can blow it up. Let's go to the first one. Sheriff's Facebook video of K9 mauling complaint black man backfires. Compliant, Salaki.
Thing. So police released the video. They released a video of a K9 tearing into a black man expecting praise. That's not what happened. Here it is.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivory, the Brevard County Sheriff's Office, and it's time for another great episode of Riding Shotgun. Tonight, I'm out of our West Precinct getting to ride with Deputy Gunner Nussel, one of our favorites out here. They call him Mr. Hustle. He's a second-generation law enforcement officer. His dad works for us. He works for us. Let's go ride shotgun with Gunner Nussel. Gunner, I appreciate you letting me ride with you, man. Always hear great stuff about you. What brought you to our agency, man?
I was born and raised in Brevard County. I've lived here all my life. My dad's worked in law enforcement in Brevard County for over 40 years, and him coming home and telling his stories, I always thought it was exciting, and I was always interested in the job, and there's no better place to work in law enforcement than Brevard County.
You're gonna get bit. This is your last warning. Step out of the car, you're gonna get dog bit. Come out to us with your hands up.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Step out! Step out of the car! Hands up!
Fight on me! Fight on me!
I'm down! I'm down! I'm down! I'm down! Ah! Ow!
Let me
Ow!
just point.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Give me your arm.
Give me your arm! Get it out! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Well, Sheriff, since you like to be on TV, we're going to make you a star. Put him up for a mask. So they released this asinine video, expecting to get public praise. According to Atlanta Black Star, Brevard County Sheriff Wayne Ivey was so proud of his deputies, allowing a canine to maul a black man who appeared to be complying with their orders, that he posted the alleged criminal activity of the officers online, put it on Facebook, complete with dramatic music in order to build tension. But the Florida sheriff has now gone silent after facing an onslaught of criticism over the video. On June 2nd, Sheriff Ivey bragged on the agency's Facebook page that he was, quote, riding shotgun with another deputy. He preferred branding for dash cam videos he posts of arrests. Quote, you never know what the night is going to bring when we go out riding shotgun. He wrote in the description of the video posted the following day showing Corona's arrest. Quote, check out what we got into last night with West Precinct Deputy Noose or Nussel. The black man mauled in the video is James Cash Corona, who is now considering legal action, and I would highly encourage you to do so. The 27-year-old had a warrant for violating probation stemming from a reckless driving with alcohol conviction. So just to put it plainly, he basically had what is akin to a DUI. He got probation for the DUI, and then there's a technical violation of the probation, which means likely no additional criminal thing had happened. Maybe he didn't pay the fine, did not report to some compliance rule of the probation. Okay, so there's a warrant. He was also charged with resisting arrest without violence, but that allegation is not evident in the edited video posted by the sheriff's office on June 3rd. It was very painful. It is still painful. The dog took a piece of my arm out, end quote. This is what he said. Now, the fact that this man was charged for resisting arrest without violence, that's what the police said. They put this in the charging document. If you're resisting arrest without violence, why have you escalated this arrest to use a trained canine in order to subdue the subject? That makes
because Esau loves bloodshed. Now let's come out of y'all can watch the rest of this video. I'm gonna get to the next one. Where is it? All right, oh, my bad. I've got to come out of it this way. Esau loves to shed blood of Israelites. That's it. And they call it law enforcement, but it's not. Okay, let's go to the next one. Man beat up and arrested for stealing his own car. Once again, this is Edomite fragility at its finest.
I'm like, I need to get my phone to show you all the documents because I'm at the trunk. When I go to get my phone, he throws them on the ground. I grab it. I'm coming over there. I'm started recording. And I started freaking out before I started recording.
How is this enforcing law? See, these are very emotional creatures with badges. They know their kingdom is falling and they're lashing out. I did a video a couple years ago about how Esau is about to throw a global temper tantrum. This has nothing to do with law enforcement. This is domestic terrorism.
Why would a police officer feel the need to do such excessive force when he was? My husband did not do anything to him.
There's something called the rule of proportionality, meaning you can't go 10 steps above someone else's aggression. If someone's been at an aggressive level here, you can only go here to make sure you can control the aggression. But what we see oftentimes is if a citizen goes here, the cops go here. They go way up. And I get it. You feel like you have a tough job. And sometimes you have to have a certain type of response. And
There's no excuse for that. Stop making excuses. Let's come out of this. I just wanted to show you how he was getting his ass beat. Well, let's fast forward past all the bullshit. These men are making excuses for this Edomite.
Sides of that story.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Babe, just let him. Babe, just let him.
So as we can currently see, the guy's just trying to cover up his face from being punched. Okay, the guy's on top of him. He's punching him in the face, and you'll hear later in the report that what happened was the guy tried to get back in his car. But you're going to also hear this cop is going to claim that this guy turned and punched him in the face. We all know better than that, right? That's just the additional part that's put on to justify this madness that we're seeing here. And we don't have the full body cam yet, but I can almost guarantee the driver wasn't listening to the cop, said, hey, forget you, I'm getting into my car, and the cop got pissed off. We see that 99% of the time.
Just let him.
This video was taken outside of a shopping center in Kima, Texas. This is Texas City Police Officer P. Baller that you see in the video. He's sitting on top of Weston Maybe, who's now sitting in jail, charged with assaulting a peace officer.
What are you doing?
We were getting school supplies. And as
I would have shot that Edomite. He would have been dead. I just would have been in jail. Sorry, not sorry.
I was going to go open up the trunk to get the stroller out, I saw a cop coming from like Waterburger area, and the license plate he's saying is not coming back to our cars. It's not coming back as registered at all. So I'm like, I need to get my phone to show you all the documents because I'm at the trunk. When I go to get my phone, he throws them on the ground. I grab it. I'm coming over there. I'm started recording. And I started freaking out before I started recording. Why would a police officer feel the need to do such excessive force when he wasn't?
See, that is not superiority. That is fragility. That is an Edomite who feels like he needs to be tough. So he does fuck shit like this and then go home and look in the mirror and say, I'm tough. You're a fuck boy, man. Edomites know they fuck boys. That's why they lash out. Let's get this one. Officer involved in 1-year-old shooting death during Walmart shoplifting call placed on leave. See, they get a free vacation for murder. This is not law enforcement. This is domestic terrorism.
Breaking news tonight, the officer who shot 1-year-old Cohen Wiley outside Walmart in Senatobia now placed on leave. The little boy was killed when police opened fire on his family's car in the parking lot of Walmart Sunday while responding to a shoplifting call.
Investigators say the car was driving in their direction and nearly hit one of the officers, leading to the deadly use of force. Action News 5's Joyce Peterson is here in the studio with the latest on the investigation. And Joyce, the head of the Mississippi Department of Public Safety is urging people in Senatobia tonight to be patient as this agency investigates.
Yeah, from a protest outside Senatobia City Hall this evening to another demonstration at the Walmart where officers then used tear gas to break up the crowd. Emotions are running high, and not just in Senatobia. Tuesday night, angry protesters returned to the Walmart where Senatobia police shot and killed 1-year-old Cohen Wiley Sunday while answering a shoplifting call. Law enforcement in riot gear
See the domestic terrorists.
used tear gas to disperse the crowd. A mile away at Senatobia City Hall, Kasoski Sanders drove from Memphis to join the call for justice.
But you gonna shoot up a car with a baby in it? Come on, man, that's ridiculous. That's uncalled for. That's uncalled for. Guaranteed it was because of the color of their skin.
Protester Aretha Lester is from Holly Springs.
People need to just stand up. It's in this community today, it's in mine too, but it may be on my doorstep tomorrow.
Wiley was in a car with his mother and her friend when he was fatally shot. Famed civil rights attorney Ben Crump now representing the family. Cohen Wiley was a baby, he said in a statement Tuesday.
It's funny to me. Every time somebody so-called black dies, this motherfucker just pop up out a bowl of salad because he see a payday, not because it's the right thing to do. And he's a coon himself.
His mother, who has not been charged with any crime, says she was trying to communicate to officers that there was a baby in the car. They fired anyway, leading to the death of an innocent 1-year-old. We intend to seek justice for baby Cohen and the life that was stolen from him.
Make no mistake, this is a very tragic situation.
Commissioner Sean Tyndall, head of the Mississippi Department of Public Safety, urged the community to be patient while his agency investigates the shooting, interviewing witnesses, reviewing body and dashcam video, along with Walmart's surveillance video.
I want the public to be assured that the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation will conduct its independent investigation. We have 5 agents working on this case.
That's podium talk for we ain't gonna do shit about it, in case y'all don't know. This is Mississippi. This is why I don't go to Mississippi. I got family in Mississippi. They don't see me because I don't go there.
Gathering statements, gathering evidence.
The city of Senatobia, in a statement Tuesday, said we understand that emotions are high and that many questions remain. We respectfully ask our community to avoid speculation and the spread of unverified information while the investigation is underway.
That is podium talk for we ain't gonna do shit. We want y'all to forget it. We hoping y'all forget about it. So this Edomite can get away with it. That's the translation of what he just said.
Investigation facing serious scrutiny beyond city limits.
It's mandatory we stand up for what's right and what's wrong. We tired of being second-class citizens, 3/4 of a human being. We ain't taking it no more.
That's 3/5, homie. Not 3/4, 3/5.
The officer who fired the fatal shots has not been officially identified yet, but city leaders confirmed tonight, and we told you earlier in this newscast, he has been placed on administrative leave, which
See, they don't want to tell you who he is. That's part of them protecting him.
is standard practice in cases like this. Commissioner Tyndale gave no timeline for when the investigation will be finished. Live in studio tonight, Joyce Peterson.
That means they're going to drag it out and hope you forget. Let's get some scriptures, man. We can start in Proverbs chapter 1. Verse 11. If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood. Let us look privily for the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them up alive as a grave and whole, and those that go down into the pit. Let's get another one. Psalms chapter 37, verse 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh the slain. Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he deal unjustly. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly and not behold the majesty of the Lord. And it's funny to me, this is Edomite logic. You're going to send lawless, emotional ass men with emotional creatures out to enforce law. The biggest lawbreakers on the planet enforcing law. How does no? That's why they're gonna be exterminated because this has nothing to do with law enforcement. All of these actions towards so-called black people are a result of Esau's envy and jealousy and hatred, perpetual hate. Let's get that. Go to Ezekiel chapter 35. It's funny to me when he could be pulling over people all day, but when he pull over a so-called black person, all of a sudden he got all this anger. What you doing? You going through a divorce? Is it a Jake that stole your wife? Well, maybe you should stop being a fuck boy. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in time of their calamity, and the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Verse 11, therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will even do it according to thine anger and according to thine fury, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. See, this had nothing to do with law enforcement. They are envious of us. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. That's why you three-fifths of a human in their constitution. That's projection in itself, because right now, throughout the whole planet, who's demonstrating three-fifths of a human behavior? These are animals in uniform. But they got the caucasity to say we're three-fifths of a human. You're not even human, Holmes. Because guess what? The Lord created humans to live on the earth. And in order to live on the earth, you have to get along with the sun. That's probably why you're so mad, because everything under the sun benefits from the sun except you, which tells us you were not created to be here forever, which you're not going to be here forever. Thus said the Lord, thus said the Bible. Is that why you mad? Take it up with the Lord. He on his way. Verse 13, thus with your mouth you have boasted against me and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord. The most emotionally fragile creature on the planet, emotionally unstable. You want to enforce law. Boy, stop. Look at y'all president. He just overflowing with emotion. Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Don shall fall by the sword. These are Edomites. Verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord Yahweh. Verse 17. And I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes, and they shall know that I am the Lord when I shall lay my vengeance upon them. See, the Lord got Esau in the trick bag because he think he gonna be here forever. He think he gonna be in charge forever, rather. Book of Psalms chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices they have imagined. And that's exactly what's going to happen to them. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and bless the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. These people actually think the Lord is one with them because they haven't been punished yet. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for his enemies, he puffeth at them. He have said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. See? You think he always gonna be in rulership. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set toward the poor. Over policing so-called black and brown neighborhoods, yeah. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth them into his net. And this is what this fool thinks. Verse 11, he hath said in his heart, Yahweh hath forgotten he hideth his face. He will never see it. Esau think he getting away with some shit. No, you earning your judgment, homie. Verse 15, break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. Let's keep rolling. Go to Isaiah chapter 59. This is talking about two-third Israelites, but you can apply this to Esau because this is where they get this behavior from. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 3, for your hands are defiled with blood and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies and your tongue have muttered perverseness. None calleth for justice nor any pleader for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity. Their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. The way of peace they know not. So if the way of peace they know not, how can these emotional creatures enforce law? Supposed to be peace officers, right? But they're the exact opposite, domestic terrorists with a badge. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 4. Verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of violence, of wickedness, and drink the wine of violence. But these supposed to be peacekeepers. When peace they know not. That's why you will never get justice from a thief on stolen land. Because he's supposed to be punished. But he's about to be punished. Now let's go to, where is it? Let's go to Nahum chapter 1. Verse 2. Yahweh is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord Yahweh revengeth, and is furious. The Lord Yahweh will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserve wrath for his enemies. The Lord Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Go to 2 Peter. Y'all ain't got away with shit. You earning your judgment. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. But chiefly them that walk after the flesh and the lust of uncleanness, and despise government. Presumptuous are they, self-willed. They are not afraid to speak evil of dignities. Verse 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption. They're going to destroy themselves. They just that reckless. But they tell the world they're superior. No, you're emotional creatures that the Lord put over us to punish us. You're not men. You're not a people. You're not human. You're just emotional creatures who walk on two legs and know how to speak a language. That's it. You were not created to be here forever. That's why the sun kicks your ass. And you're not going to be here forever. Because after you be a dumbass and destroy your own kingdom, you're going to rebuild ours for free over a period of 1,000 years. And we're going to be beating ass along the way, Yahweh Ratazah. And after that, the Lord going to exterminate y'all. So the Obadiah, we're about to close. So we just got to endure this domestic terrorist, this emotional domestic terrorist for just a little while longer. And then it's going to be Yahweh Ratazah foot to ass. Book of Obadiah, chapter 2. Salaki, chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? See that pride. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. All 17 nations, not just Esau, all y'all going into captivity, but Edomites and the Amalekites, them knockoffs over there in our land, they're going to be exterminated too, because they're Edomites as well. Verse 18. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau a stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken. So we just got to endure these emotional creatures, because I will not call you human. Just a little while longer, the wicked. Let's see what else I got. Let's see what this is before I close it out. Okay, I think that's all we got, y'all. Yep, that's all I got. But yeah, these folks, they finna get it, man. So what I would suggest, as far as you Israelites, stay out these people way. Avoid them as much as you can and let them destroy themselves. That way, when they put themselves into captivity, when they earn their captivity, they ain't got nobody to blame but themselves. You know how they love to play the blame game, false accuser of the brother. But this time, no. You put yourself in captivity through your actions. You earned your judgment. Nobody fault but yours. So cry. Bitch, whine, moan, we don't care. The Lord said you gonna do that time, and then he gonna round y'all asses up and exterminate you. And then we will be free from these domestic terrorists, these emotional, fragile ass creatures we call Edomites. Call halayim lala hay now Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai Hamashiach wa Malaki Abaha Shem Mahara Wat Wakakorash Barakathum. The water Bible Ball Wakwam Yasharala. Shalom.